Okay, everyone. The next critters I'm going to bring out, I also just got from that great little group that I've been talking about, mostly just geckos. I was able to purchase some frogs from them, and they like what I do, and they always want to help out in the community and promote awareness. They actually donated some tadpoles to me. And they were hoping that I'd be able to talk about them and, maybe show updates as the tadpoles metamorphose. So we're going to be looking at adults and some tadpoles from bird poop frogs. These guys live in jungles, so they're up in the trees, and they're going to lay their eggs really close to the water. I was really shocked. I've had them about a month, and they already started to lay eggs. They were laying them on the side of their water bowls. And as the eggs developed, turning into tadpoles, the heavier the egg got, slowly droop into the water. And then the hatch starts swimming around. I take them out of their water bowl, put them in a container where I've aged the water a little bit, because you don't want to use fresh water out of the tap because of chlorine and maybe other things. So the word amphibian to me means double life, land and water. Typically amphibians start life in the water. Typically they go back to the water to have their babies. So I'll show you the tadpoles, and they're going to have to stay in this container so you can see them swimming around. If you're watching closely, you might see back legs. I purposely put these ones out just so you could see back legs on them, and I thought that was kind of neat. There is a special little pellet food that I give them that is specifically geared to tadpoles for any amphibian, so they get that. And you might notice there's floaties in the bottom of the water. I don't want crystal clear water, and you don't also want like distilled water, because there's certain vitamins and minerals in the water that's good for them. So that was kind of neat. I'll see if I can move them around so you can maybe see some legs. There you go. I saw a couple legs there. Kind of cool. It takes the eggs maybe around 10 days to hatch, and then it's 2 to 4 months for the tadpoles to metamorphose, grow their legs as their tail shrinks, and then they will hop out of the water, usually maybe about a day before they lose their tail. And at that little time span, they're called a froglet. Once they lose the tail, they're a frog. And here is the adults, bird poop frogs. And I hope you can see that. Kind of looks like a bird flew over, pooped on some wood. I think that's a pretty good defense. Most animals, and I know people, don't want to go near poop. So when you make your body look unattractive, unappealing, unedible, you're probably going to be a lot safer. So this is a really cool way to camouflage. I'm glad he's spaced out that way, because you can see the toes. And on the end of the toes, you can see like a little circular disc. I call those suction cups. Tree frogs all have suction cup toes so they can climb to stay up in the trees and stick. These animals are nocturnal, which means they come out at night, and they are all carnivores. I'm feeding mine crickets, and I might try to see if I can find some other things. Another insect that's becoming very popular in the pet trade for feeders, because it's supposed to be the most nutritious feeder insect you can get, is soldier fly larvae. And I know I have like bearded dragon pellets that are made up of that, so I'm hoping maybe one day I can source some of that out. I'm not exactly 100% sure how old these are. I believe, though, they're between 8 and 9 months. And I was really impressed that they were already starting to breed. They are prolific breeders, which means they're going to have a lot. I think within the first 10 days of me having some, I had eggs. And it's really hard to tell the girls and the boys apart. I really don't know. I'm going to make a guess that this one here might be a girl because it looks very plump, though I did just feed everybody today, so that could be why. But the boys will vocalize. They make sounds. That is how a male amphibian, well, a male frog or toad, attracts its mate. They sing a song, and the girls like it. They'll come towards them. And whenever I do bring these out, I won't let people touch or hold them. All amphibians are poisonous, though most can't hurt us. We're just too big and strong. But it's to make their bodies taste bad. The worse they taste, the less other animals will want to eat them. But they also drink water and breathe air through their skin. So if you pet them, you're rubbing their skin, you hurt them. If you can't drink or breathe, odds are you'll pass away. So that is why they're in this container, but they are also very good jumpers. First time I tried to take eggs out of their cage, one jumped out, I blinked, and it was literally on the other side of the room. I actually thought I was going to lose it. That's how fast it was. So hope you enjoyed meeting some new critters with babies.